Hello everybody, this is On One TV, Nades here live from Comic-Con, New York Comic-Con 2024. We got another awesome cosplay. Let's check it out. So tell me about your cosplay.
So my cosplay is a mashup of Resident Evil and Spider-Man. So Leon Kennedy as Spider-Man.
What made you want to do something like this?
So actually, at first, I wanted to be the original Leon, but I wasn't feeling too comfortable showing my face on videos, so I decided to put a Spider-Man mask. And it looked so well, I decided to make it on, original character.
I love it. Do you think that how do you think the route of Resident Evil is going right now?
The route of Resident Evil it seemed like it's going back to its original roots of horror. So after 6, it got a lot more action-packed. But then 7 and 8 is starting to go right back to its roots of being horror. And I can't wait for the next one, number 9.
So for Spider-Man, what do you think for Spider-Man right now? How is that going, do you think? Do you think Beyond the Spider-Verse is going to be great, or do you think it's going to take a lot more time?
Hopefully it comes out a lot sooner. But I really love it. The first one drew out the park, and the second one lived up to his expectation. I'm sure the third, Beyond the Spider-Verse, is also going to be quite a banger, and it's going to bring everybody's love back to Spider-Man.
Absolutely. So for some advice out there for all the cosplayers at home that really want to get into this hobby, what's your advice to brand new people?
To new people, don't worry about how fancy your costume is. Cosplay is for everybody. It's not about who can make the fancy costumes or how much it costs. You just enjoy yourself and let the characters that you love reflect that on your image.
Absolutely, I love that. What's your social media so we can tag you in this when it goes live?
I'm the Spidey Avenger at Instagram.
Just one word, Spidey Avenger?
Yes.
Absolutely, I love it. Thank you for your time. Your cosplay is amazing.
Thank you.
I hope Mr. X doesn't see you and you run around all day because you have a Spider-Man mask on. But as always,
Spider sense.
You got the Spider Sense too. Thank you guys for tuning in. Stay on one as always, and more coming from New York Comic-Con 2024. So I love your cosplay. Let everybody know at home what is your cosplay about?
This is a Charzard Ranger cosplay mashup. This is based on an art from an artist that I met years ago at another convention, and I saw his art and I was amazed. So I asked him, I said, "It's okay I do it as a cosplay?" He said, "Sure, do it." So originally this suit was supposed to debut in 2020, but since the world was on pause, so this was done around 2021 or 2022, the whole thing. So yeah, and ever since I did this, everybody loved the suit. And I did this last year too. I wore this at Comic-Con last year. Everybody loved it as well. So.
Absolutely, I love it. Tell us how it's made. What's something that you used to make it?
Well, I don't professionally make this. I get this custom made. This is made by ACG Cosplay. I know a lot of Power Ranger cosplayers get others from different people or more professional one, but I go more like on the budget one because they're cheaper and also they listen to people or they listen to the customers. So I go to ACG. This is Sako Studios. He did the sword shield and he made my sword. And this is Taylor also. He's a Mexican maker, a cosplay maker. I've been working with him for like years. He does all my Power Ranger helmets. So yeah, he does this, and everything else is just bought from different people. So,
what did you think of the recent Power Rangers movie that happened on Netflix? Them going back and seeing all the original cast again. How did you feel about that?
Well, I'm a huge fan of Power Rangers. Like I'm a die-hard fan. So I welcome whatever they do. Because I know that Mighty Morphin is the money maker and stuff, especially the games coming out, the beat-em-up game that's coming out as well. So I know a lot of fans are like tired to see Mighty Morphin, but you got like JDF, like Jason David Frank, Tommy Oliver, who like every year always come to New York Comic-Con. And since he's passed away, now we got a lot of other Rangers coming in, all the OG cast here, and other seasons as well, like Time Force, Space, Lost Galaxy, Wild Force here, So it's like honoring his legacy, continuing his legacies on, even though he's not here. But that's what the Mighty Morphin is. You're keeping the legacy alive.
Absolutely, it's sad what happened to JDF. He's a legend, very childhood favorite of everyone's out there, the Green Ranger and the White Ranger. But what's something you could tell people who don't really know about Power Rangers, who are not really into it, but can get people to come and enjoy the community?
I just think of like Power Rangers, like Marvel, Marvel DC. But this side is more about like the friendship and family and unity, And it's the only show only kids show besides Star Trek and Star Wars that have a diverse team. You know, that anybody could be a ranger. It doesn't matter if you're big, small, young, old, gay, bi, straight, whatever. You know, anybody could be a Power Ranger. You know, that's what I love about this series. And in the community too. Like, we all welcome everybody, and nobody discriminates against anybody. So that's what I love about the series. You know?
Absolutely, I love it too. I appreciate everything that you're doing here. It's amazing. What's your social media so when this goes live, we can tag you in it?
Yeah, my social is Latino Cosplayer. I mean, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube as well. I'm mostly out on Instagram and TikTok.
For everybody at home, can you give us one morph?
Yeah.
One really good morph for the fans at home.
All right, it's morphin' time.
Absolutely, thank you. I love it. I hope you enjoy the con and stay blessed. So Kraven the Hunter, what made you want to choose that?
I've been a fan of Kraven the Hunter since I was reading comic books as a kid. I've always thought he was really, really cool. Great photos of Spider-Man. And then the last few years, especially with the Spider-Man 2 video game that came out, I just really thought that they did such a great job, and that sort of ignited my passion for that character. So I was like, I think I want to do that at a con. So
Absolutely. So what do you think of Aaron Taylor Johnson's take on the Hunter? What are your expectations?
I'm keeping my expectations low. I think that's fair to and safe to say for any Sony movie that comes out. Having said that, I'm a huge fan of him as an actor. You know, Kick-Ass. You know, what was it? Bullet Train. He's such a great actor. So hopefully he brings like the proper amount of gravitas to the role. I'm looking forward to an R-rated, violent movie. We're gonna see. You know.
What are you hoping that they highlight from the character himself in the movie?
Just his rage, and like I'd love to see. I actually am most interested in seeing his relationship with his extended family, with his brother, with his dad. I know he's got a sister in the comics, so it's like how much of the Kravenoff lineage they're gonna explore. That's as a fan of the character, I really hope that they do that some justice, because it could be a really grounded, dramatic role, and I hope they just don't get distracted with too much zany action sequences. So I know the Rhino's in it, and that's gonna be cool. But if it's a Kraven movie, like, do him justice, and then keep him around, because you can't have Kraven without Spider-Man. So, you know, let's see him face off against one of the Spider-Men.
I hope they bridge the gap between Sony and MCU, not just Spider-Man, bringing them all together, especially Venom.
Yeah.
But for the people at home that are really trying to get into cosplay, what's some advice you can give them?
Have fun with it, first and foremost. Don't put too much pressure on it. If you're not enjoying putting it together, then you're not going to enjoy wearing it. Always make sure you have a way to pee easily, and yeah, that's really it. Try to exercise a little bit of originality. I don't want to see just a reproduction of something I've already seen on the page or on screen. If you have a character that you love, show me your version of that character. That's, as a cosplayer, that's something that I try to do. So this isn't any. I mean, it's clearly Kraven, but it's not anyone specific. You throw in your little taste, what you can do, and stuff like that. That's okay. I'm gonna kill him in a second anyway. So. Yeah.
I love it. Bringing your own creative passion to it and your own little touch. It's a sense of originality.
Yeah.
But what's your social media so we can tag you in this when it goes live?
If you want to find me, follow me on social media. I'm big. I'm on Instagram. You can follow me at OHROCCO, OHROCCO, and he's not going to follow me because he's also going to be dead. And yeah.
So. Thank you. I love the cosplay. I really hope you have a great time here at the con.
Thank you, man.
Can you strike a really good pose for us, for everybody back at home? So what's your cosplay?
My cosplay is the Blue Beetle.
The Blue Beetle. Tell us about the Blue Beetle for those of us who don't know at home.
The Blue Beetle is a young boy who lives out in the Midwest and discovers a space alien technology beetle. It latches onto him and gives him all these superpowers. It's almost like the DC version of Iron Man.
Absolutely. I love it. I love how your cosplay lights up. How long did it take you to make this?
This took about 2 months. 2 months worth of work.
2 months. You can't even tell. It's amazing. It's really amazing.
Thank you.
What's some advice you would give to newer cosplays out there?
Advice I give to newer cosplayers: take your time. Make sure you don't overpaint. Make sure you don't overpaint, and just make your vision happen. Don't stop because you don't like it. Just keep going. Make sure it's finished, and always make sure it's better than the last time you wore it.
I love that. So the DC universe is pretty divided based on the movies. So how do you think the Blue Beetle movie went? Whether it was, you think it's pretty underrated, or you think it was it's bad?
Oh no, I definitely believe it's underrated. I loved all the actors in it, especially George Lopez. George Lopez, he definitely made all the comedy what it was. But the character itself needed a film like this, and I also believe he needs a sequel. I think we need to see more Blue Beetle.
I saw it. I thought it was enjoyable. I really liked when he pulled out that big sword, kind of like Cloud in Final Fantasy. I thought that was awesome.
I have that sword at home. The lights weren't working, so I couldn't bring it today. But it's ginormous, and it was so cool.
I love it. Well, what's your social media at home so we could tag you when this goes live?
Absolutely. On Instagram, I am Peppers Padre.
Peppers Padre, that's awesome. Can you give us a quick pose for the people at home?
Absolutely.
Alrighty guys, you guys saw it here. This was Blue Beetle live from New York Comic Con 2024. Thank you as always. This is On One TV and stay on one. So tell me about your cosplay.
I am the Joker.
I love it. How long did it take you to make this cosplay?
This is years of like the same cosplay that I'm just remixing. I decided to throw the gold grills this year with the gold spiky sneakers and the gold cane. Like I've done it repeatedly for a few years, and I just switched it up each year with a little something extra, a little something less. Like it was a yellow vest last year with a yellow flower. I switched everything to gold to make it more gold this year, to make it a little different than the usual.
I love it. It keeps it original, keeps it fresh. So why the Joker? Out of all the Batman villains you could have chose, why the Joker?
The Joker's my favorite, man. I always loved his costume, and I just always thought he was super cool of all the villains, man. Like, I always liked watching the Joker Batman movies over all the others, to be honest.
Absolutely. So who's your favorite Joker?
My favorite Joker is Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger?
Heath Ledger had the best Joker, hands down, I feel like, in my opinion. I just feel bad, like he died before he got to really see the movie come to light. You know, like I think he overdosed, they said. And it sucked because he didn't get to see how great his movie was, which it was the best one. But that's my favorite Joker of all time.
Yeah, they were in talks to making him the part 3, and since he passed away, they turned the other routes to Bane with Tom Hardy, which is also a great route too.
Yeah.
But what do you think of Jared Leto? Do you think he got a bad rap, or do you think he was actually really bad?
You know, I'm not a huge fan. I'm not a huge fan, but he did all right. You know, I always like the Batman movies, no matter who's playing them. I'm biased because I really love the story of Batman and everything, but you know, nothing compares to the Heath Ledger Batman. You know, so it's definitely the best one in my opinion.
Absolutely. So, what's your take on the DC universe right now? Do you think they're moving forward with how Justice League played and the Suicide Squad went, and then the failure of Joker 2? What do you think is the new route of the DC universe?
I think they need to cast me to be the Joker for the next one.
I like that idea.
Nah, for sure. Like, I feel like if we had another Joker in there, I feel like it might have been a little different. But you know, I'm not a big fan of our new Joker, to be honest with you. But you know, I still like the movies. I enjoy it.
It got a bad rap because this one's a musical, and a lot of people were walking out on it.
Yeah,
I feel like it was just because it's Lady Gaga.
Yeah, and then you know.
But give it a try and see if you like it.
Yeah, for sure. I tell everybody the same thing. You know, like don't take someone else's opinion. Even though a lot of people saying it sucks, they might like it. You know, like I know a couple people who's like, "Whoa, it's an awesome movie," and I'm like, "Oh, that's cool that you think that." Most people say it sucks. You know. So yeah, you know, you got to give it a try, man. You might like it. You never know.
Absolutely. So what's your social media so when this goes live, we can tag you in it?
At King G Cosplays.
King G Cosplay, absolutely.
King G Cosplays, yeah.
Absolutely. So for all the people at home watching, can you give us your best Joker laugh for everybody at home?
My best Joker laugh? I am the Joker.
So where are you guys from?
Well, I'm from New Jersey.
Absolutely.
The Fallout universe.
In the Fallout. So what is your tell me about your characters.
Oh, my character, yeah, it's post-apocalyptic. It's actually something from the Wasteland genre. It's actually, I made it up, I designed it all myself. But it falls under Mad Max, Furiosa, Fallout.
I love it. How about you?
This is the X-02 Black Devil power armor from the Enclave in the Fallout series.
I love it. So how long did it take you guys to make this cosplay?
This one, I started out, it wasn't with the armor about a couple of years ago, but I've since transformed it. So in all, if I did it back to back, I'd say a couple months.
Yeah, awesome. It looks totally awesome. How long did it take you to make yours?
Mine took about 4 months after work. Oh, I have a full-time job, of course, so a few hours every day after work to put it together.
Oh, I love it. So what's some advice you guys got to new cosplayers trying to do the same thing?
Make sure you do what you love doing and don't wear what other people want you to wear. Just take something, and it doesn't have to be just something you need to build or modify or store-bought. The moment you put on your outfit, that makes you a cosplayer.
How about you? What's advice you can give to new
So
cosplayers?
if you're making big builds, be sure to get plenty of rest. If you start to get tired, just stop. This way you come back to it with fresh eyes.
Absolutely, I love it. So what is your social media so we can tag you when this goes live?
I'm on Instagram. It's 2 words, critical.mask.
How about for you, boss? What's your social media so we can tag
Social media is Jamal_Johns. So that's on Instagram. So JAMAL_JOHNS.
If I can add the name of my character, his name's Shogun. So it's Japanese-inspired design.
Absolutely. So what's something you guys can tell us about Fallout to get them, the people that don't really know about the game and the show, to get them to want to join the community?
Well, I first got into it only just by watching the show, and I pretty much like the designs, and that was what got me into it.
How about for you?
So I played Fallout 4. I think that's the best game to break into the Fallout universe. It's very polished and well crafted. So Fallout 4, the video game, I think that's the best way to get into the that world.
Absolutely, I love it. Thank you guys for your time. Can you guys give us your best pose for the people at home?
Oh yeah, sure.
tell me about your cosplay.
I'm from The Journey to the West, which is a really famous 16th century Chinese novel that created the character Sun Wukong. You guys may know him from the recent game Black Myth Wukong, which he was a character in. And, I don't really see a lot of cosplays for this character, and given that the game just came out, I figured that would be a good opportunity to take advantage of that, spread the joy.
Absolutely, I love it. It's awesome. How long did it take you to make this cosplay?
Not all of it was made. Some of it was actually bought from a site called ChinaCart.com. They actually make professional sort of theatrical outfits for like stage plays and stuff, and you can buy some of their stuff there. It's a bit pricey. Overall, let's say we started this project as well as my friend's cosplay in July, and we ended just a few weeks ago. So
I love that. So,
a couple months.
Tell me about it. What kind of material is this made out of?
I don't know the specific material. A lot of it's mostly foam, a little bit of like faux leather, or in certain parts here and there. The staff, however, is actually 3D printed. We ordered this from a guy on Etsy, he who makes these customized staffs and gets them at a particular length. Some of these are just sort of like felt material, like fur for the head and hands, and like faux peacock feathers for the decorations on top. Other than that, it's mostly felt fabric and foam. And that's generally what it is, yeah.
So what's some advice you can give to newer cosplayers that want to do the same thing as you?
It's not as intimidating as it looks. Like, if you really want to start out small, I would go for sort of buying most of your stuff. But if you're feeling adventurous, like my friend here today, there's a lot of great tutorials on YouTube to teach how to do things like leather strapping, sewing, adjustments to clothes and everything. So don't be afraid to consult all your resources. You'll find a lot of great stuff online in terms of what you can do, and you'd be surprised at how easy it is. Like my friend over there, he's in the Hellboy costume actually. He, for instance, he didn't know a lot about like putting holes in leather, but he found like a cool little device online to help him do that. And he made a sword there, as you can see. He actually made that out of wood. He found a whole tutorial about like shaving down wood to get it the right shape. So yeah, it's not as intimidating as it seems. So if you want to go big with something, definitely try your best to go big with it. And hey, if it's it's all about having fun at the end of the day. It doesn't have to look the greatest, you just have to love it. That's what it's all about.
Absolutely, I love that. So in light of the newer game and all the inspiration coming from Journey of the West towards Dragon Ball Z, what is your take on Sun Wukong now becoming into the light now for newer generations?
I think it's a great thing. I've always been a big lover of mythology myself, and seeing the positive attention Wukong as a character has been getting, not just through like Dragon Ball Z, which is what a lot of that's based off of, but also the game itself. The game I've heard is like really, really good. I haven't gotten the chance to play yet, but I'm really excited to when I get the chance. So I'd say I'm pretty happy about it.
Absolutely, I love it. So what's your social media so we can tag you when the video goes live?
I have an Instagram.
Absolutely.
At ParkTheShark97.
Just one word?
Yep, all one word, lowercase, and then numbers.
Absolutely, I love it. Thank you for giving us your time. Thank you for showing off your cosplay. I hope you have a great con. Can you give us a really good pose for the people at home? Alrighty guys, you saw it here. Sun Wukong from New York Comic Con 2024. Thank you guys and stay on one. So tell me about your cosplay, guys.
Zip it! I swear it's not mine. I don't even know what this is.
I don't know what it is either. So how long did it take you guys to make this cosplay?
An evil amount of time.
Evil amount of time, I love it.
I don't even know what this kind of thing is. I swear, this sort of thing ain't my bag, baby.
I love it. So what can you tell for the younger generations out there that might not know who you guys are?
Get with the times. Penis pumps don't work for the kids out there. They don't work unless you get an Austin Powers Swedish-made one.
I love it, guys. What's your favorite Austin Powers movie?
Goldmember.
I love Goldmember.
Goldmember all day.
How do you think they should bring it back, like do a reboot of the franchise, or you think it's good where it's at?
No. You gotta leave it frozen.
I love it. How's your con experience going? Is this your first con?
Also, no. How about no?
What's your social media so I can tag you when this goes live?
at peteysofthands. At Augie La.
I love it, guys. Thank you for your time. I hope you guys enjoyed the con. Give me your best Austin Powers saying right into the camera for the people at home.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. Zip it.
Alrighty, guys, you saw it here. Austin Powers is taking over the Comic-Con. You guys are gonna know who this is. You're gonna love it. Let's check it out. So tell me about your cosplay.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm the world champion, Hercule. You know who I am. Look at this belt right here. And I've been hearing awful, demeaning things from that little bug, Cell. Cell, I'm gonna find you out in those woodlands, out in those sands, and I'm gonna... I don't take disrespect. I don't take disrespect like that. Very fondly. Where was I talking about? Cell, Cell, Cell! When I get you in the biggest headlock you ever had in your life, you're gonna realize you came to the wrong planet. I am the world champion for a reason. Don't ever forget that.
I love it. How do you feel that Goku is taking up all the credit and it's not really going to Hercule?
Goku Schmoku. How many belts does that man have? 0.
I know, you're the world champ, Mr. Satan. What's something you can tell everybody at home to get people to love the Dragon Ball Z community?
Dragon Ball Z community is a great place to be if you want to see action, storytelling. Anime is the best thing in the world. Remember, kids, nothing ever beats Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z made anime famous. Anime made other people famous.
Absolutely. So you are technically the undefeated champ in the Dragon Ball Z universe, taking on Cell and Majin Buu. How do you feel about that?
I feel nothing but pride for my planet, and I'm going to bring home the double victory. First, Cell. Boo, you're next.
Absolutely. So who's the greatest character to play it in Sparking Zero?
Yamcha.
Absolutely. It's Yamcha and who else?
Krillin.
Absolutely. Never.
You know why? You know what? You know why?
Why?
Because we ain't no special little aliens. And of course, they're good. They're great. But nothing beats the world champ.
Absolutely. You heard it here from the world champ. So what's your social media so we can tag you when this goes live?
You can find me on everything, especially this lovely little site right here called the Nerd Badge Podcast. It's a beautiful little place. We're on Facebook, Instagram, MySpace. I'm pretty sure we're still on someone's Motorola phone somewhere.
Absolutely. I love it. For all the people at home watching here, can you give us your best Hercule line to the crowd?
Ow!
So tell me about yourself. What's your cosplay?
I am Dr. Robotnik, the main bad guy of the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise. Originally from Mobius. Not from this world, but Mobius.
Awesome, man. I love the cosplay. How long did it take you to make this?
I've been making this costume for years. It's 100% echidna and fox. Just doesn't breathe underwater.
Absolutely. What's some advice for newer cosplayers that you would give them so they can join the community?
It's okay to look like crap. Everyone just wants to have fun. You can look whatever way you want. Whatever effort you can put in, whatever dollar you can put in, go for it. It doesn't matter. It's all that matters that you have fun.
Absolutely, that's awesome advice. What's your take on the new Sonic movies? How's Jim Carrey's performance of Eggman?
I think Jim Carrey's doing a wonderful job portraying me. He needs a little less hair and a little bit more mustache, but he's doing a fantastic job. I'm looking forward to him in the third movie here. Finally, he'll grow a gut, just like the rest of us.
Absolutely, man. So what's your expectations for Sonic 3?
I'm hoping that it's going to make blockbuster records and it's going to get an Oscar for the Oscar for Jim Carrey, just as he deserves.
Absolutely, I love it, man. Thank you for joining us, man. What's your social media for so we can tag you when it's ready?
What is social media?
Social media, like what's your Instagram? You don't know Instagram for Dr. Robotnik?
Nope. We're not from this world. We're from Mobius.
Well, so what's Mobius' social media?
We don't have Mobius. We don't have social media on Mobius. It's just me, the one human, and the rest of the hedgehogs.
Rest of the hedgehog. Okay.
Hedgehogs.
Absolutely. So, what's something you got to tell Sonic when you catch him?
You're mine now, Hedgehog, and you're not getting away this time because I've got your Chaos Emerald.
Absolutely, man. Thank you, man. I love your cosplay. I hope you have a great Comic-Con. Mm-hmm. So, for those of us at home, give us the best Eggman laugh you can.